Hi everyone, this is Tom Hua, the founder of clickseminars.live. Today, this is my great pleasure to be able to introduce you to one of our VIP speakers at our upcoming virtual event. He's all the way from Australia, Mr. Pat Mesiti. How are you, sir, today?
Well, I'm doing great, Tom. It's great to be with the living legend of online marketing. Tom, what you have done in the area of online marketing is phenomenal. You are a pioneer, a pace setter, and a great friend.
Right, thank you very much. Yeah, we have been friends for many years.
Many years. As a matter of fact, Tom, you actually did my first event where we generated 5.8 million in one weekend, and
Right.
over that whole week, $15 million. That was my first event I ever did, and I'm very grateful for what you're able to teach us.
Thank you so much, Pat. But today's interview, it's not about me, it's about you, sir.
Well,
so can you please?
but you know what? We've got to give honor where honor is due. So,
right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Can you tell the audience a little bit about you, like, as who you are, where you've got started, and what you are doing now?
Yeah, look, for many years, I was a youth pastor in Punchbowl in Sydney, and I developed a youth organization called Youth Alive. Started off with very few numbers, grew to over 60,000 teenagers in Australia. I then went on and developed a drug rehabilitation center where I graduated 400 young men from heroin, cocaine, amphetamine, crack addictions, 86% success rate,
wow.
No government money. But I always was involved in personal development. I toured with the likes of Jim Rohn, late Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, had tours with back then Donald Trump when he was speaking. So my career's taken me from the church world to the business and corporate world. And the distinction here in Australia, according to my students, is that I've created more first generation millionaires in this industry than anyone else. So I'm looking for my next millionaires, Tom. Hopefully they'll be at our Click Seminars Live.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's great to know, Pat. Look, what are you going to be sharing at our upcoming Click Seminars Live? Can you share a little bit insight on that?
Tom, that's a very powerful question, because you see, I really believe that many people are looking just to click and make money, and that's great. But many people have knowledge. I said, you want to get rich? Do what Tom and I do. Do what we do. And that's what I'm going to teach them about. Firstly, they've got to get their mindset right, because you're not going to have $1 million income or £1 million income with a $5 mindset. Number two, you have to work with a mentor. And that's what I do. I mentor people. I don't mentor for number 5. Number 3, I really believe people need a strategy and a system. And in my talk, I'm going to show all those 4 things, because I want them to monetize their knowledge, Tom. People out there, I want to be like Tom Hua, I want to be like so-and-so, I want to be, but okay, then you want to do what we do? Want to earn the money we earn? Do what we do. I want to take people's knowledge, amplify that to the world so they can make, a lot of money. And we use, we specialize in webinars. We specialize in all kinds of online marketing, whether it be webinars or seminars. And the world's changed, Tom. Right now, since COVID, the world has changed. And if you're trying to use yesterday's methods in today's world, you don't have it tomorrow. So I'd encourage everyone to get on board. All the sessions are going to be great, but I'm looking forward to turning everyone out there into a cash asset making machine. That's what I'm going to talk about.
That's great. I love that bit. You say you can't make millions with a $5 mindset. That's exactly what most of people are, the situation at. I mean, they expect to make a big change in their life, but they don't have the mind, the attitude, the mindset to be ready for that transition.
Tom, for many years, several years ago, I talked with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson lost $400 million. He was arguably one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Elvis Presley died bankrupt. How did these guys with great companies, global empires, did they die with nothing? Let me tell you how. Their money shrunk to the level of their thinking. And this is where we've got to change this. This is where your future prosperity lies in the confines of your mind. You cannot succeed without your participation. And your mind has to be activated, and then everything else flows out of that. If people get their eyes off the dollars and into helping people, which is what you do, Tom.
Yeah.
You help people, and they'll make a fortune.
Right, that's great. That's great. So, Pat, I mean, who would benefit the most from your presentation? Can you ask what kind of people can benefit the most from your presentation?
Okay. Anyone who's looking for an opportunity.
Right.
Anyone who has any knowledge in any area.
Mm.
Any knowledge in any area. Some of them, they could be doctors, lawyers, accountants, pets, grandparents. You could be a grandparent. You could be a retired. Just the other day, I was working with a guy who was a retired investment banker, and he thought he had nothing to offer people.
Mm.
Are you kidding me? And what I want to do is help people get a niche. There's an inch wide and a mile deep. Any area of knowledge. What pain have they had? What do they like to learn about? What do they like to talk about? What is of interest to them? It's finding that niche. We are in the online marketing space. We want to, my goal is to take their knowledge and make it a global online phenomena where they can basically generate $250,000 a year on 4 hours a month.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
And
Well,
I'm telling you, I've done it 9 times, and I want to do it for them. So
right, that's great. I like that term. Inch wide, miles deep, and any knowledge. I mean, any knowledge that you have, you just have to leverage the power of the internet to share as many people as you can. Then you'll make a fortune. Basically, that's the idea. Am I right here, Pat?
Correct, 100%. And you know what? Everybody is for somebody. You're not going to be everything to everyone,
That's
right? You're going to be something for somebody. So we want you to work in that area. And some people, they try to sell and promote the wrong thing. It's like if you're in the desert and you have life jackets, you're not going to sell, even if it's at 90% off. But if you're in the ocean and the ship's sinking, you can put any price on it.
That's right.
Putting the right message to the right people. And people go, oh, everybody's my target market. Can't you? Not everybody's my target market.
No, that's right.
I want people that are hungry, want to make money, want to get rid of their mindsets. I want people that feel, hey, I'd like to earn $1 million a year more. Minimum.
Right,
minimum.
Right. Yes,
and,
yes.
And do it with, and here's the thing, Tom. People think, say they're on $50,000 a year and they want to get $500,000. They think they have to work 10 times harder. Not true. You just got to find that niche, inch wide, mile deep.
Right. That's great. So, Pat, what kind of benefits people are going to take away from your presentation in specifics?
Benefits are this. Number one, benefit, I want them to live the life they want. Number two, I'm going to challenge their mindset so they can have a millionaire mentality.
Right.
Third benefit they're going to get is they're going to see my system. They're going to hear stories and they're going to be inspired. But not only be inspired, they're going to see where the money trail is. I'm going to show them where the money trail is. The benefit of them coming to my event and being part of what I do is when we're allowed to travel again, they can travel wherever they want. Number two, they can contribute to other people and be rewarded financially for it.
Right.
Number three, they can leave a legacy for their family. This is something that they can leave to their children, their grandchildren, and reproduce itself. And number four, the fourth benefit is I don't want them to learn how to have one stream of income. I want them to at least have 12 multiple streams of income.
Wow,
that's
12. That's huge.
12. You and I do it all the time. If we looked at what we do, there's more than one. See, people say, oh, property, I'm like, me, I go, you know what? I want to do everything. Do you know what? When you look behind me, Tom, here, I've got my books.
Yeah.
These books represent 1.3 million sales.
Wow.
Every one of those books, I've monetized them 12 times.
Right. That's
Every one.
great.
12 streams of income, both on and offline. And that's one of the things I want to be showing people. So how do I do that?
Okay, that's great. Pat, what would be the most important advice that you would like to give to the people who wants to start their business on the internet from scratch, or for some, just, to grow their business if they already have one? What would be that most important advice?
I would answer this to every time I'm asked that question. Find a mentor. Find a Tom, a Pat, a Jason. Listen, a mentor gives you wisdom without waiting, knowledge with less pain. They give you access to people, principles, and profit. A mentor will get you there faster. A mentor will get you there with less loss. See, some people, Tom, you've seen it. I see that they come, they listen to you, or they listen to me, they go, oh yeah, I know. And they go and try and do what we do without our mentorship, and they lose thousands, hundreds of thousands. Rather than saying, I'll invest that 1, 2, 3,000 and learn. No, I'll do it myself. Good luck, Charlie. I'm telling you, you've got to engage with a mentor. To me, every area, and by the way, you don't need one mentor for every part of your life. You have a mentor for a relationship, mentor for business, a mentor for money. I would not go to my mentor, my spiritual mentor, she's passed away now, for financial advice. I go there for spiritual advice.
Yeah, sure.
And so you've got to find that mentor that resonates with you. You see, Tom, a mentor is not your best friend. Your best friend is preoccupied with your past. Oh, Tom, it's been so hard. Oh, no, forget it. That's the best friend. Your mentor is committed to your future. And the mentor does not need what you have, whether it's exchange of money or what. No. You need what the mentor has. And a mentor, and I'll leave this one, the last point. A mentor is not someone who you listen to. It's someone who you follow.
Right.
And Tom, the people that follow you, that listen and apply what you say, not just listen and do, they make a fortune. Everybody else, it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't work. No.
Right.
You don't work.
That's right.
Get a mentor. That's a long answer to a short question, Tom. Sorry.
Right. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. I mean, for anyone, we all have to have mentors. I have had mentors in my life as well. I mean, having a mentor to guide you along the way will save you thousands of dollars of, investment by making mistakes, and also years of time of frustration and unproductive period of your valuable life, so to speak. So that's great. Yeah.
Tom, let me just do this. If a mentor says read a book, why won't you read it? 12 chapters on how to fulfill your dreams. Oh, I'd rather have experience. I'd rather learn through experience. Experience is the slowest teacher and the most painful. Read the book. Read a book. Why would you want to spend years when you can learn it all into a few hours?
Exactly. I mean, experience costs you time and money. We all know that, I mean, when you were a kid, we say, okay, our children, let them learn something, by making mistakes. That's okay because they got all the time in the world, and that's what they do at their age. But as an adult, I think most of the audience we don't really have all the time in the world left. I mean, for many of us, and you realize that more than half of your life has already gone. I mean, how much have you left? Make the most of it by following some wise advice. I definitely agree with you, Pat.
Exactly. It's wisdom without waiting. So
that's great. That's great. So we don't have lots of time today, Pat. So before we go, do you have any final words that you like to give to the audience? The final words.
Tom, your seminar is amazing. The content will be some of the greatest in the world. Listen to me, people. Don't just click. Show up. 90% of success is showing up. Just show up. Because the superfluous thinking of that, well, I click, therefore no. Click and show up. Because to me, Tom, what I know about you, what you know about me is we showed up.
That's right. Yes, we showed up on time every time.
We showed up.
Yeah.
I still remember my first seminar. I showed up.
That's right. Yes.
See, here's what happens is people say, oh, it's free. It's not free to Tom. It's not free to me. It costs you money.
Of course. Yes, that's right. Yeah,
show up, guys, because that will be the beginning of a great future for you. Tom, it's always a pleasure. I love seeing your smiling face. You never get old.
Oh, well, I mean, I doubt about that. I mean, I'm getting older and older each day, but I think I'm living in a life that is fulfilled. I'm happy and I'm achieving more and more. Having said that, Pat, I thank you so much for your time
Thank you, Tom.
today. Pat, as always, you are one of the most respected success coaches, in Australia. And I thank you for your valuable time today. And for those who are watching this interview today, I also like to thank you very much for your time. And Pat, I'm looking forward so much to watching your live presentation at our upcoming virtual event. And for you, you are watching, Pat said very well, show up. So do anything, do everything that you can to watch Pat Mesiti's live presentation at clickseminars.live. So bye for now. Bye, Pat. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
Tom.
Bye.